What's going on, people? It's Choppz TV, and here I am back with another video after 4 months. And this is going to be a season review for Manchester United and player ratings. How this is going to work, I'm going to rank each player between 1 and 10 and give my reason why I've gave the rating that I've gave them. But before I start doing that, like, share, and just takes 2 seconds. Just subscribe. Just do it before you even finish watching this video. Just subscribe. Can only apologize for the noise outside. It's a sunny day. I've got the windows open. Everyone's on their bikes. I'm just here glowing. But anyway, let's get into these player ratings then. Look, the lighting's doing me good as well, you know, guys. I'll be real. But anyway, it's not what we ain't come to chat about that. So first player I'm gonna rate for this season, we're gonna start with the goalkeepers. David De Gea. I'll give him about 6.5. Why would I give him a 6.5? The game away to Sevilla, he cost us that game between him and Maguire, who I'll get to later on. He cost us that game. He cost us, I can't really say he cost us the FA Cup semi-final, but I don't care what anyone says, he's got to save that Gundogan shot. His distribution is just poor at it. And that's me being generous. It's really, really, really poor. And if we want to progress forward, just like Klopp did, just like Pep did, just like Arteta did, get rid of this goalkeeper and bring in a keeper that can command his box, dominate his area, sweep up, and one that's good with his feet and that's a decent shot stopper. Because even De Gea's not even that good at the shot stopping thing no more. But yeah, that's a 6.5 for David De Gea. Tom Heaton I'm not going to mark because I don't even think he's even made an appearance this season. Jack Butland as well, don't even think he has either, so I'm not going to rate him. Who else did we have in goal this season? Oh yeah, Dubravka. We got rid of him in January. Back to Newcastle, sent him back on his way. But I'll be real, he gets a 5 because even when he played, he was like, for the 2 games he played for us, he was shocking. He was shocking. Absolutely shocking. So that's the goalkeepers sorted out now. We're going to start off with the right backs and we're going to go centre backs, then we'll go left backs. So starting off, centre backs. Right backs, Diego Dalot. I'll give him a 7, you know. I'll give him a 7. Based off what? I'll tell you now. So at the start of the season, pre-World Cup, the guy was in very, very, very good form. His progressive passing is something that goes unnoticed by a lot of fans. Right foot, left foot doesn't really matter. Defensively, he's improved. But I do need to see more of Dalot's attacking output. He's put some good crosses into the box this season. But there's been other times where he just hasn't cut it for me, I'm afraid. So, yeah, you know what? We'll go 7 Dalot. Aaron Wan-Bissaka next. If you had told me at the start of the season I'd be giving him a player rating, I would have laughed because I didn't think he would be here. But he survived the season. Like, it literally looks like Ten Hag did not have him in his plans whatsoever at the start of the season. At all. The guy couldn't even buy himself any minutes, let alone get himself on the pitch. Real talk, man. But Wan-Bissaka, for the turnaround, I'm going to give him a 7.5. 7.5. Just like, he ain't lost his tackling. He's improved his concentration at the back post. His attacking output still can be improved on, but that's what this manager's for, to coach our players into getting better. Wan-Bissaka, 7.5. What a comeback. You know what I like about Wan-Bissaka? Not once have you heard him moan when he was dropped as well. He just thought, you know what? I'm going to come out my own time, practice what I need to practice on, work what I need to work on, knowing that he'll get better at it. And boy, he has done that. So Wan-Bissaka, 7.5, mate. Moving on, centre backs. We'll start with Rafa Varane. I'll give him a 7 as well. Injury prone like mad, but when he plays, you could see with the difference when he's in the team, when he's not in the team. He's a leader, commanding, not the greatest on the ball, but it doesn't matter. Recovery pace is there. Varane's solid, like, again, 7. Next centre back I'm gonna go with is Victor Lindelof. Provided plenty of cover for Maguire and Martinez this season. Again, Martinez I'll get to in a minute. But Lindelof, every time he's been called upon this season, he hasn't actually disappointed. So I'll give him about a 6.5/7. He deserves that. Calm on the ball. Defensively, he's improved as well. Again, can't go wrong with that. Next up on my list, Lisandro Martinez. Wow. 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 If you want the definition of someone that can prove the whole of the UK wrong, Lisandro Martinez is the guy, because he was too small to play in the Premier League. He cannot play the back two in the Premier League as a centre back. Like, he's never gonna win any headers. How is he gonna cope? These are all the questions that were swilling around. But what happened? The guy came in and dominated, blood. Do you know them ones? I'll be real. He's dominated. Like, his passing out from the back is ridiculous. His composure on the ball is a joke. His aggression, his passion, defending. No one can tell me, oh, that guy is my player of the season for United anyway. Lisandro Martinez, what a player. He gets a 9. And I'm telling you now, he's getting a 9. Best centre back at the club. When we like, when the whole fan base as big as us is panicking when Martinez got injured, we thought the season was over. That's how good he is. What a player, man. What an absolute player. Excuse me. Last but not least, centre back Harry Maguire. Should I give him a rating? 0? Call this an agenda if you want, based off what? He just scares me every time he plays. I can't really sit here and say he's done a lot wrong, but nah. Whoa, I'm losing my head. 0. That Sevilla game. Why are you asking for the football in that position when you got 3 men around you? And you because my opinion at the time was De Gea should never have gave him that pass, and he still shouldn't have. But if you know you've got 3 men around you, why call for it? And if he hasn't looked yet, then why is he not scanning where, like, it's just basic stuff? Get him out. 0. Sooner he's gone, the better. Can't wait. Bye-bye. See you later. Next, Luke Shaw. I'm going to give Luke Shaw a 7 as well. He's done well this season. He's had to fill in at centre-back as well on top of that. And he didn't look out of place there either at centre-back. Luke Shaw's, like, probably been one of his better seasons in the United shirt, to be honest. So I'm going to give him a 7. Carries the ball well. Gets up the pitch well at times. And to be fair, defensively, he hasn't been too bad. I'd say his worst performance that I've seen this season defensively was at the Emirates, where he just let Saka have the freedom of that left-hand side. But anyway, doesn't matter. 7 for Luke Shaw. Tyrell Malacia. To be fair, I'll give him a 6 for the money that was spent. It was a cheap deal. No risk taken. Someone that's back up to Shaw. You can't really go wrong. I'll give Tyrell Malacia a 6. Big improvements to come, though, but I'll give Malacia a 6. That's the whole back 4 now, I believe. Or defence. Yeah. So into midfield now. So I'm going to go... Whoopsie daisy. I heard you again. Anyway. Sorry about that. You don't even want to see the rest of my room still. But anyway, back to what I was saying. To the midfield now. McTominay. I'll give him a 6. He's had decent games this season. Still not what we need as Man United Football Club. Get him gone. Sell him in the summer. See you later. Back to Scotland. There you go. Bye. See you later. 6, sorry. Fred. See, Fred is the most trickiest player I've ever seen in my life. Reason why? He's either really, really, really good on his day, or he's absolutely terrible. There is no in between. We can't afford players like that at Man United. We're a big football club. Get rid. But I'll give him a... Do you know what? I'll give him a 7. Only because I gave McTominay a 6, so it's probably fair I give Fred a 7. Based on the fact that he's scored more goals this season than McTom. He's actually added goals to his game this season. It's mad. But yeah, Fred gets a 7. Christian Eriksen. Now, this is quite a difficult one. I'd say up until probably before the World Cup, he was looking like a very, very good signing. But since he's come back, like, I don't know, like, his legs have just gone, like. And even in terms of his quality on the ball, he can't stop giving the ball away. Like, he's turning into, like, Bruno Fernandes from last season. Bruno still does that. I'll get to Bruno in a sec as well. But, nah, Christian Eriksen, he gets a 6. If he carried on his pre-World Cup for me, he would have got a 7, but he gets a 6 for me. Leave it at that. Casemiro, I almost forgot about you, mate. Casemiro, 9, along with Lisandro Martinez. Without them two at this club, we would not have finished Champions League, and that's a fact. The experience he's bringing to the midfield for us, his leadership, charisma, aggression, everything on what you want from a footballer. Casemiro, even his quality on the ball at times. Sometimes it's lackluster. Sometimes it's really good. It's about getting the balance right, really, isn't it? But for me, yeah, Casemiro, it's 9. End of. Offside. Donny van der Beek, I give a standard 5. Weren't really great when he played, but he's been injured for a lot of the time, so I'll give Donny a 5. Bruno Fernandes. I'm gonna give Bruno Fernandes an 8 for this season. Like, he may not put the numbers, but for me this season he's been a lot better than previous seasons. For me, like, he still gives the ball away a lot, but not as much as he was in previous seasons as far as I'm concerned. And I feel like Ten Hag's gonna keep drilling that into him, not making silly decisions. But I give Bruno Fernandes an 8. He can hold his head up high this season. Have I missed any midfielders out? Unless we're going the youngsters. Maino, we'll give him a 6. The little spell that he's played, he's done alright. Nothing special. Shall we go with the wingers? We'll go right wing first. Anthony Dos Santos. This one's going to cause controversy. I'll give him a 6.5. I will give him a 6.5. Some Man United fans might rate him higher, some may rate him lower. But it's not his fault that it cost £80 million. It's not his fault at all. But you can argue the same point for Maguire, so let me not make that point. But for what is have we got our money's worth? No, we haven't. But if you can't see what Anthony gives this team, then I don't know what to tell you. Because you see, when he's not fit, we do miss him. That's a fact. We do. He hardly ever gives the ball away. The only times he does give the ball away when it's like a chance-creating action, and that's where his decision-making needs to improve. And I think it will. I think it will improve, definitely. But Anthony, I'd give a 6.5. There's a lot more that can be done. Jadon Sancho, 4. And he's lucky to be getting that. He's getting a 4. Maybe a 3.5. Shocking. People say, oh, you don't know football if you don't know what Sancho gives. Mate, sorry. Nah. Shocking. If you get a decent offer for him in the summer, then I'd sell him. I'll sell him tomorrow. Yeah, Sancho gets a 4. Who else? Oh, you know what? Back to midfield for a sec. Marcel Sabitzer, 5. Bang average signing. Started well, but injury prone as well. Don't need him to stay. Get gone. 5. Who else is next? Palestri. Probably a bit unfair to mark him, so I give him a 5. Marcus Rashford gets an 8. He's 30 goals in all competitions this season. He's been a constant threat. Faded away towards the end of the season, but I'm not going to hold that against him. I'll give Marcus Rashford an 8. He was there when we needed him. 30 goals. We're in the Champions League. Can't go wrong with that. Anthony Martial. One of my favourite Man United players, but he gets a 4. If that. He's, again, just like Sancho, who'd be lucky to get a 4. Again, one of my favourite players, but you're never fit, bro. And when you are fit, like, sometimes you play well, sometimes it's a bit hit and miss. But if I'm going to be real here, we need to sell you in the summer, my brother. But I'll touch on that in a different video. But yeah, Martial, it's time to go, son. 4. Wout Weghorst, he's a funny one. The first month, I thought he was alright for us, to be fair. I thought he was alright, done what he had to do. But then after that, you just knew that he just wasn't that level. He just was not at that level. Just no. Last but not least, unless I've forgotten anyone else, Alejandro Garnacho's breakthrough season. He gets a 7. Kid's just he's just fearless. Takes him on every single time he gets the chance. He has that aura about him. He's confident. Like, I love it. Like, he needs to, like, I don't want to overgas him. We'll wait till see how he gets and builds up. But at the moment, that's our star boy. We need to back him all the way and protect him at all cost. Thankfully, he signed a 5-year deal. But we'll see. And last but not least, Erik Ten Hag. Much like, you know what? There's no point in thinking about it. Ten Hag gets a 7.5. FA Cup final, okay, we get it. We lost. League Cup we won. Even though it's an energy drink cup, whatever you want to call it. Finished 3rd in the Premier League as well. You had offered that Ten Hag at the start of the season, he would have snapped your hand off for it. So, what do you lot think about them player ratings? Let me know. But I am Choppz TV and I am out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all of that. I'll be back with another video soon. But I just won't tell you when. But it'll be soon. But good night. I'm gone.